Hello the YouTubes, Ash back once again. It's another Think Walk Rant video, and this one is pretty special. If you've ever read my website, The Think Walk, at thethinkwalk.com, you'll know that I have a bit of an issue with Katie Hopkins. I have a lot of issues with Katie Hopkins. I think everybody who's ever heard this woman speak has issues with Katie Hopkins. If you're one of the few people who doesn't know who this abhorrent horse-faced cowbag is, then first of all, well done for not encountering this bitch up until this point. Second of all, you are in for a treat. Basically, she's one of these pseudo-celebrities, a fucking nothing, someone who was on a reality show and has managed to forge some kind of fame out of basically just being a twat. She has opinions, and her opinions, I'm sure, are formed deliberately to go against the grain of society. I mean, everyone's got opinions. We all have our ideas about how things should be and how things should go on. We tend to keep them to ourselves, though, or we'll let them out to our close group of friends, and we know who to and who not to say them in front of. This bitch, however, will just say whatever she wants to anyone she wants at any fucking time she wants. Let's go through a couple of examples before we get into what this video is about. She's got it in for people with tattoos. Now, I'm covered in tattoos. Obviously, I'm going to have a completely different opinion to her. But she is one of these people who still thinks the tattoos are like devil scratchings or something. She would never hire someone with a tattoo. Not even just a visible tattoo. If she knew they had a tattoo, they wouldn't be employed by her. Apparently, we all just get tattoos in prison still. She had a go at baby names and said she would never let her kids hang about with a child called Tyler. Why? At the end of the day, right, I have a thing about kids' names. People just name their kids fucking ridiculous things these days. But that's not the kid's fault. That's the parents. That's the parents being stupid and attention-seeking, essentially. But at the end of the day, we're entitled to call our kids whatever we want. Yes, there should be some kind of, I don't know, like a law or something to stop you naming your kid something stupid. But there's nothing wrong with the name Tyler. You know, that's probably in the big book of baby names. Similarly, fucking hell, this is classic. This sums the woman up perfectly, this next bit. She doesn't like children who are named after countries. She has a child called India. You can't make this shit up. I swear to God, look it up. It's true. This happened. And she was called out on it on TV, on live TV. Philip Schofield called her out on this, and she still doesn't see the irony in what she's saying. So on to what this video is about today. Somebody tipped me off that she was back on TV this morning, coming on to talk about overweight people again. Now, as I mentioned before, she's already had a go at overweight people since she wouldn't employ a fat person, that being fat's a choice, and all this other bigoted fucking nonsense that she just doesn't understand. So, to give her a dues, she has now put on 4 stone. It's part of a reality TV show thing she's doing where she's gaining 4 stone and going to lose 4 stone without any help from nutritionists or fancy gyms or anything like that. And to be quite honest, if this was anybody else, I would love her to succeed. But because it's her, I want it to fail, I want it to stay fat, I want it to feel the fucking pain that obese people have to go through. Obviously, I'm speaking from experience, you know, I'm no racing snake. I know what it's like to carry this weight around day in, day out. It's fucking awful. And it's not a choice. It's not a choice. My choices in the past, my lifestyle and everything has contributed to me being this size. But if I could choose right now between being this big and as big as I used to be in my early 20s, there wouldn't even be a competition. But just because that's an easy choice to make, it doesn't mean it's an easy thing to do. And I hope that she's finally realising that. Again, to be fair to the woman, she does seem to be a bit more sympathetic now. And she seems to understand that it's not just the physical side, it's the mental side as well. She has eaten quite a big slice of humble pie, several pork pies, mince pies, apple pies. She's looking pretty big. But, you know, at the end of the day, I really wanted to stay fat. No, that's not fair. Let's not stoop to her level. I don't want her to stay fat, but I wanted to really struggle to lose this weight. I wanted to know how hard it is to wake up on a morning and make the conscious decision to eat right, to exercise more, when your body's just telling you no. Because that's what it's like. I'll wake up on the morning and think, right, today's the day, gonna eat healthy, gonna go for a walk, and my body will just go, no you're not, you're gonna sit on the chair and eat the fucking Mars bar, you fat cunt. It's not my choice to do that. Saying that, I'm not making excuses for being the size that I am. I've made my excuses. I know what led to it. I know what did it. And now I'm doing whatever I can to make it right again. But when people like Katie Hopkins come along, or judgmental people who've never been there, who've never been in this situation, and they try and tell you how easy it is to be skinny and how easy it is to live the good life, it really fucking grinds my gears. Because until you have lived this, until you have been in this fucking horrendous body, you don't know shit. You don't. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, if being fat was a choice, there would be no fat people. Simple as that. So back to the original point, back to Katie Hopkins. I have to say I was surprised with the way she conducted herself on This Morning. She definitely seemed a bit more humble, a bit more sympathetic. Still a long way to go. She still said some things that made me want to slap her across the face with a fish. But I'm starting to think she might become a human being when this is all over. I'm not going to watch the fucking show because she was on This Morning for about 5 minutes and that was more than enough for me. I followed her on Twitter for a week and I had to delete her off it. I nearly deleted Twitter, she pissed me off that much. This woman is the Antichrist, but I'm beginning to think there might be hope for her. So what do you think, YouTubes? What are your opinions on obesity? I can't believe I'm opening this can of worms, but shout off down below. Let me know what you think. If you think Katie Hopkins has got a point, let me know. If you think I've got a point, let me know. If you want to see me lay into Katie Hopkins in a more spectacular, sweary fashion, head over to thethinkwalk.com. I'll put a link in the description below. There are 3 articles on there about her. That's how much I hate the cow. Speaking of the description below, I always forget to mention this. All of my social network information's down there as well. As always, if you like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button down below, tell your friends, tell your family, but don't tell me mum, especially about this one because I said the C word. I'll see you next time.